As the Magic hit Charlotte tonight, there are big questions on the minds of the Hornets faithful. Can former Rookie of the Year Larry Johnson regain the explosive form of seasons past, and is Zoe ready to go? Center Alonzo Mourning makes his first start tonight. Charlotte's future hinges on these two stars, and tonight they'll get a test from their old friends in black. Last season was a disappointment in the Queen City as injuries kept the Hornets out of the playoffs. But even without their two big men, Charlotte managed a season split with the Magic, winning 2 out of 4. But hold on tight, it's a new season, and one of the teams of the 90s is even better. Tonight, Brian Hill's bunch makes their first season stop in Charlotte and looks to take the sting out of the Hornets. Two expansion teams with high hopes and expectations. Two teams loaded with all-star talent, and two teams that could sorely use a win. It's the season series opener between the Magic and Hornets, and it's next on the Magic TV Network. Ed Rush, Scott Foster, Nolan Fine, the Zebras for the game tonight here at the Hive at the Charlotte Coliseum. And Alonzo Mourning wins the opening tap. His right toe is the one that hurts him. There's Scott Burrell, guarded by Donald Royal. Johnson against Grant. Mourning up top, he'll fire it up, it's short. And the Magic fight over the rebound, and Donald Royal, as he has done so well, leads the Magic in rebounding at 11.5 a game. He gets the first board of the night tonight.
We'll see how quickly the Magic run Penny Hardaway down to the low post, and there he is, Bogues trying to keep Penny away from the basket. Good call by the Magic, isolating Hardaway on the strong side, clearing everyone out, and trying to see how Muggsy's going to play Hardaway.
If you get him in foul trouble, you also have to worry about Michael Adams. He was traded for 2 second-round picks given up by Charlotte to the Washington Bullets for Michael Adams. So they've got two small bookend of point guards. Donald Royal from 17, shot at 16, and the rebound goes to Bogues. He is lightning quick. You better be ready to defend. Look at him just push it right into the paint and bring it back out. And O'Neal a block. Oh, he hammered it, and the Hornets thought it was a goaltend. No score early on.
Yeah, the entire Charlotte bench reacted to that play, but I think you lay it up there like that, and Shaquille's going to get every one of those. Shot Grant needs to take, yeah.
And he hits it.
He passed up the last time he caught it. I thought he had a clear shot the time before, and I guess he did also.
Horace shooting 62% early on, 16 points a game. He opens up with a jump shot. And the Magic have the early lead. Hersey Hawkins, a 3, it's good. Well, he had a terrible year last year.
Yeah, and he wants to play better this year. He worked extremely hard during the offseason to try to get himself in the best condition he could be in. He is there right now.
And he has struggled early on. He's hit 5 out of 17 field goals now on the year, averaging only 8 points a game. Quick foul on Mourning, 2 hands to the lower back.
This is going to be something for Mourning to really have to adjust to. He hasn't played, so he hasn't been subject to the calls, the closest of the calls by the officials this year as opposed to last season. So he's going to have to make sure he doesn't get in early foul trouble.
Donald Royal up top against Scott Burrell. And a blocking foul on Burrell. So far, all the calls go in the Magic's way, and the Hornets have committed their 3rd team foul. By the way, we forgot to mention the coaches for this game. They're kind of important, too, wouldn't you say? Brian Hill, the head coach of the Magic. Richie Adubato, Tree Rollins, the assistants. Brian wants to send his love to his lovely wife, Kay. They'll celebrate their 25th wedding anniversary tomorrow. And Alan Bristow, the head coach of the Charlotte team. Shaq, right hand, won't go. Long rebound, Burrell. He's their leading scorer in the early going. Scott Burrell out of UConn. Muggsy, an improved shooter, but not that time. And Anderson, a flat-footed rebound. Both of these teams, Jack, I think are going to get better as the season goes along.
Oh, of course, and that is particularly true when you consider that Mourning hasn't practiced much. Larry Johnson, although he is playing and has played, still trying to get in better condition after missing a lot of time last season.
Boy, and it's as quiet in here as I have ever heard it in my life. 9:45 to play in the first quarter. Orlando by 1. There's LJ, the grandmama. He hits the first shot he takes tonight. Hornets really missed him. They went 9-22 in the 31 games he missed last year. No question about it. You can't lose a guy like LJ and expect to win. Long rebound to Shaq in the lane. Right hand hook rims out. Royal was pushed, no call, and the Hornets run out. 3-on-2 break. Muggsy shows and goes and hits.
That's what you have to stop right there. You just can't allow Muggsy to get to the painted area without getting a hand in his face. The real problem, though, he's so good off the dribble.
Hardaway wants it up top, illegal. Royal pointed it out to the official.
Well, Larry Johnson dropped back in there as well from the top of the key.
And he was rung up, was Larry Johnson. Joe Dumars last night put on a show, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
Oh, baby. 10 3-point field goals and another foul on Charlotte. This one's on Hawkins. Boy, they are really calling it close here on Charlotte.
The thing that the Magic are doing right now is they are isolating, whether it's Nick Anderson or Penny Hardaway. Nick's so much stronger than Hersey Hawkins, and of course Penny with the obvious size advantage on Muggsy.
Oh, they called that foul on Johnson, not Hawkins. Interesting. He was the guy right on top of Nick. They may have to change that. We'll see. Anderson backs in, draws double. Grant Hardaway fakes three, spins away. Muggsy almost stole it and did. Mourning couldn't catch it, and there's a bit of the rustiness that we were worried about.
Muggsy with the quick hands. That's why it's difficult, even at his size, to take him down low. He's always around the ball. He's so low to the floor. If you dribble the ball, he has a chance to pick it off.
Only 7 to shoot. Penny inbounds to Horace Grant. He'll take a free throw line jump shot and bury it. He's 2 out of 2. Horace had a reunion of sorts with his former assistant coach of the Bulls, John Bach. He's now on the Charlotte bench. Defensive coach. 8:30 to play. Hornets by a point. Boy, what a luxury it is to play LJ one-on-one. And they got Shaq. Will they continue it? Yeah, I think so.
Shaquille turned his head just long enough to allow Zoe to work free under the basket. Got both hands in the lower body and got called for the quick foul. Watch right here as Alonzo Mourning catches it. There's the push as he lets the shot go. Quick whistle.
Alonzo Mourning, a dream teamer, got hurt December 27th. He lost 31 games. Check that, he lost 23 games last season for Charlotte. Boy, imagine the Magic losing Penny Hardaway and Shaq, or Shaq and Horace Grant. How many games would Orlando win? Grant uncontested. He's 3 out of 3.
The Magic handling the full court pressure, and it's Grant that's been the outlet so far.
Charlotte by 2. 10-8 with the ball here. Mourning puts it on the floor, runs into trouble. Shuffles his feet, no whistle. Hawkins beats Anderson in the lane, little runner. That won't go. Ball knocked out. Anderson against Bogues. Catches, almost travels.
Yeah, see, that's the problem with Bogues. I mean, you just go to grab the ball. You don't want to put it on the floor. You just come up with it.
Penny posts up, spins, fires up good. That'll help.
And a quick move to the basket by Hardaway took away all chances for the double team.
Penny averaging 17 points, 50%. Has had turnover trouble. 9 assists, 9 TOs. Mourning outside. He's got 5. Right flexor tendon on the big toe. That's what's been ailing him. 7.5 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Again, they look for Hardaway. They double him immediately around the horn.
Nice movement. That shot's got to go.
Got to hit.
But that's nice ball movement. Good job by Nick Anderson finding the open place.
Now the Hornets run. Here's Scott Burrell all day to shoot the 3. My goodness.
Oh, he waited and waited and waited and decided, hey, why not?
Well, the Hornets haven't been shooting the ball well at all early on.
Something about having the Magic in town, though, with this team.
Yeah, just 43% for the year, 60% so far. And they have a 5-point lead. Shaq fouled by Mourning, and he hits. Well, 2 on Alonzo.
That might be Burrell coming from the weak side with the hand.
They called it on him. My mistake.
He got him down low. Good concentration by Shaquille.
So Burrell picks up his second. Hornets over the limit. Shaq will go to the line for a 3-point opportunity. 15-12. This game's everything as advertised here in the first quarter. Here's a look at your league leaders, brought to you by our friends at Continental Airlines. More airline for your money. Boy, that's good news for my fantasy league team. Jim Jackson of the Mavericks leading the NBA in scoring.
And Clyde Drexler second. You see Shaq third. Drexler, though, I don't know. He played against the Clippers a couple games. I don't know if that should be legal or not.
Yeah.
The Clippers so far this season have been very, very bad. Of course, it's still early. They will get better. But Drexler, it's good to see him playing well. Shaq, 29 points a game. Boy, Golden State putting up a lot of points on the board. Sprewell, Hardaway, Ricky Pierce out west.
And how about Shaq at the free throw line now? O'Neal is now 19 for 23. But interestingly now, Shaq 11 out of 12 in the first 3 quarters of games, 6 out of 12 in the 4th quarter. Interesting statistic. LJ way short, nearly an air ball. Mourning traveled, but no whistle. Anderson tried to steal it, and they asked for help. It'll go to the Magic.
Good job.
41.
Nick Anderson coming over that time, and I'm not sure if Nick touched it or not, but he did such a good job of acting towards the official. The official called it in Nick's favor.
Well, Scott Burrell sits down, and the 6th man of the year last year, Del Curry, checks in. Boy, he is instant offense. And is the answer to an interesting trivia question. Who is the all-time leading Charlotte Hornets scorer? Not Kelly Tripucka, nope, not Rex Chapman, not Mourning, not Johnson, it's Del Curry. Anderson crashes the boards hard and over the back or out of bounds. What's the call?
I think out of bounds. Nick Anderson, boy, he is playing with a lot of energy here in this ball game.
Charlotte with the ball up to 15-13 here early. Jack Gibbons, Chip Carey, your commentators tonight on the Magic TV Network. Mourning's lefty hook short. Shaq lost the rebound to LJ. He'll pull up. Royal can't outfight Mourning for the rebound. Look at him work. In the lane, falling down. It'll go against Horace Grant. Oh, the Hornets giving it to the Magic on the boards here early. And the real question as you watch Alonzo Mourning, how long can he keep this up? Had it not played, he was concerned about his stamina coming into this ball game. He seems to be breathing very deeply right now. And there he is coming up for that offensive rebound. Horace Grant right there has to bump him just a little bit. And you see right there how Zoe is not as strong as he normally would be, because later in the season you're going to see him get that rebound and take it back up and throw it down, I think. Mourning got the roll. He has 6 points off to a good start. We mentioned Muggsy Bogues and Michael Adams. Well, they don't lose anything at all. They go from Alonzo Mourning to Robert Parrish up front. Oh, pretty good looking team. Yeah, I like this Charlotte team. Good looking team. If they stay healthy, and that's been their problem. If they can stay healthy, they're going to be a real force. Here, balls listen to Alonzo up here. Everybody else does too. Don't want to mess with him. 6 minutes left, halfway through the first quarter. Good game. Penny low post. Alonzo or Johnson comes over and block. Penny over his head. No, O'Neal couldn't tap. Here comes Del Curry, left wing. LJ in transition. Mourning on the floor. Lefty hook is good. Looks very, very good. Alonzo Mourning running the floor very, very well. Charlotte by 6. Magic really shooting the ball poorly here. 6 out of 14 so far, and they've had several early and easy opportunities inside. Anderson cuts and beats Hawkins, leading 8-footer. That won't go. O'Neal rebounds. He's taking the game over inside. Won't go with the tap by Grant. Horace Grant with the follow. Good hang time by Horace Grant. 8 points for Horace Grant. The rest of the Magic team has 7. Muggsy for 2. Now that's what Muggsy, where his game has improved so much since his first couple seasons in the NBA. It used to be you drop back off of him, keep him away from the basket. Penny gave up the dribble in between. O'Neal, they let him go. He got position, and Mourning wisely laid off. Robert Parrish and Kenny Gaddison will check in for the Hornets at the next break. LJ left alone. That wouldn't go. And a loose ball foul. It's on Mourning. Number 2 on Alonzo. Well, I know why Alonzo is reacting as he did on that play. Gaddison and Chief checks into the ball game. He is thinking that Shaquille pushed him off with his arm that was shielded from the official, and that's why he reacted as he did. So Mourning leaves 9 points, 2 fouls, and Shaq goes to the line. O'Neal with 5 points. He's perfect at the free throw line. 4 of the 9 Orlando rebounds. Mourning gave the Hornets just what they needed. They wanted him to come in and play hard for 5 or 6 minutes. He did that. They will bring him back in the second period and give him about the same amount of time. 5:02 left. Charlotte by 4. A chance for the Magic to cut it to 3 here. And Shaq does that. He's 2 out of 3 at the stripe tonight. Trey Rollins readies himself. Curry plays hide and seek. Donald Royal works against him. Here's the Chief. Shaq against Parrish. Chief loads up, gets O'Neal airborne and hits. How many times have we seen that? Too many times. And I'm afraid it's not going to be the last. Shaq has scored the last 8 Magic points. The foul and make it 10. And Horace Grant with the assist. You know, Horace averaged almost 4 assists last year in Chicago. That's a part of his game that you don't hear people talking about a whole lot. He's a pretty decent passer. And, of course, with that high post offense that Chicago ran, he handled it out top a lot. And you'll see him right here with the bounce pass. Had to get it down on the floor. Del Curry came over and got Shaquille on the arm. So 10 consecutive O'Neal points. He has 8 in the game, and the Magic trail by 3. Del Curry, that's the layup for him. Layup, you're right. Del Curry, he can shoot it, 40%.
One of those guys you can't leave for a minute. I mean, you can't turn your back on him.
Pick and roll play here. Hardaway and Grant. Magic swing it around to Anderson now. Shaquille against Parrish. Spinning, firing, fading, won't go. Rebound to the Chief. Ball tapped away by Hardaway, and he'll be whistled for his first. First foul on Penny. That is the third Orlando team foul at 4:04 of the quarter.
Tree checks in. Shaq will take a breather.
Boy, I tell you what.
This kind of pace, everyone's going to need a break.
This is the all-Geritol matchup up front, isn't it? Tree against Robert Parrish. Del Curry.
Great defense. Nick Anderson.
Whoa. Long rebound. Magic picked the ball up. Robert Parrish and Tree Rollins both still very spry for their age. In NBA years. Royal cutting on the baseline. Beats Gaddison beautiful.
Good job, Donald, putting it on the floor. Good job, Penny Hardaway drawing the defense.
Bogues gave it up. He can't pick that ball back up. That's a travel. Charlotte thought it was tapped, but it wasn't.
No, it was not. And Bogues over-penetrated that time, just a little bit too deep in the paint. No one there when he tried to make the pass.
That's it's a case of him doing his job too well.
Yes.
3:25 to go. The Magic can pull to within one or tie it with a three-point shot here. Screen for Nick Anderson. Tree sets it. Nothing there. Now he pops out. Anderson tries baseline. Beats one, beats two, beats Gaddison for a layup.
Boy, Nick gets around that corner now better than ever. He's handling the ball better, has worked on it to improve that part of his game.
Nick, career-wise against the Hornets, an 18-point-a-game scorer, has his first two tonight. And it's Charlotte 25, the Magic 24. Hawkins inside, rejected by Grant. Anderson saves, throws a bullet down the floor. Bogues intercepts. 2:50 left. Charlotte plays 3-on-4 here. Hawk for three is good.
Just can't leave this team. One of my keys was to challenge the shooters. This team, a very, very good spot-up shooting team.
Charlotte again by 4 now. 2.5 to play. Grant against Gaddison. Curry against Anderson. Bogues against Hardaway. Curry overplays, knocks it away. 5 seconds to shoot. Timeout goes to the Magic. Good ball game here in Charlotte. Glad you're with us tonight. Hornets by 4 with 2:23 to play. Well, there's a face only a mother could love. Tom Tolbert. Remember him from the Magic a couple years ago? Well, he's back with the Hornets team that originally drafted him. He's still got that bad Bobcat haircut.
Oh, boy. Don't you just love this guy?
Oh, he's nuts. They were the
free spirit.
Charlotte, of course, played Golden State over in Paris. And Tom said, yeah, I want to bungee jump off the Eiffel Tower.
And he would do it if they'd let him.
French folks didn't like that. But Tom and his wife, Lori, expecting their first child. And they want to make sure everybody in Orlando that were so kind to them receive their warm wishes and hopes and happiness and all the like. So, Tom, good luck to you up here in Charlotte, especially with the new baby. That's going to be great.
The Magic, 11 of 23 from the field. Charlotte, 11 of 21. So both teams shooting the ball fairly well here early. A lot of shots up, though, here in this first period.
How about the Chief and Tree Rollins? Man, what an interesting matchup that is tonight. 5 seconds to shoot now. The Magic better hurry. Penny had it stolen. Royal gets it off. It's short. Parrish rebounds. Ball didn't hit iron, so Charlotte runs. Michael Adams is checked in out of Boston College. Number 23. He can shoot it from three-point range, too. Horace Grant knocks it away. Another example of that fine defense he plays. Adams beats Hardaway, gets to the middle, and Penny reaching in is called for number 2. Probably that is the case. Here comes Shaq. 4th Magic team foul, and here is a look at the 2 elder statesmen. Wow.
35 seasons and all the minutes. Boy, 66,000 minutes.
Wow, that's a lot of minutes. Michael Adams at the free throw line still shoots it from the right side of that lane, not on center.
Wouldn't have enough space on that screen to put up all the points and all the block shots, all the rebounds, all the games they've played.
Under 2 minutes here. Charlotte by 4, 28-24. Anderson catches, got a mismatch in the lane. He's hit, no call. Rebound, Hawk. Back comes Charlotte. Hersey Hawkins out of Bradley. Bullet pass to the Chief. A layup is good.
And that's That's the old fella running the floor. Boy, he looks different in that purple uniform.
Doesn't look right.
Oh, it sure doesn't.
31-24.
I think a lot of people will say the same thing about Horace Grant, though, being in the Magic uniform.
Penny turns the corner with 2 fouls. Beautiful move.
Penny, no break tonight. Boy, you have to chase Muggsy Bogues. Then have Michael Adams coming into the ball game. No rest.
Adams can really shoot it. He loads up. No. Rebound Shaq. Magic want to run, push the ball right back at the Hornets. If you rebound the ball, you got a chance to do that. Nearing a minute. Grant now from 19. Keeps on stroking from the outside. 5 out of 5. He's got 10, does Horace Grant. Boy, what a luxury that is to have. Not only the defense and the rebounding, but that shot. Man.
He just does it all. Complete player.
Hawkins over Royal. Hit a good shot.
Man, this has been fun on offense. Now both coaches will talk to their teams about defense.
What defense? 40 seconds left.
I think, though, the Magic have done what they wanted to do here in this first period, and that is to hang tough. Not allow Charlotte to put together that big run. They try to knock you out right here in the first period.
Adams just blows by Hardaway. No help in Hardaway.
Yeah, he has to back off. He has 2 personal fouls. No one there to clean him up as Michael Adams got to the basket.
Veteran move by Adams to get to the hole. Magic have all but about 4.5 seconds here with which to work. Quick pass from Shaq to Royal. He's smacked, ball out of bounds. It'll go to Charlotte. Hornet ball, 15 seconds left. Larry Johnson's going to check back in. And now the Hornets get the final shot.
Well, that's the problem with taking the ball to the basket with that much time left on the shot clock. You give the other team plenty of time now to bring it down and get a good look at the basket.
And Brian Shaw spells Penny Hardaway, who leaves with, as Jack said, 2 fouls, 3 assists, 6 points.
Well, at times I look at Brian Shaw and he looks like he's about 12 years old.
Man. Oh, man. We need to go to the movies with him. We can get a kids fair for him.
That's probably right.
Save a couple bucks. 35-30 here. Remember B.J. Armstrong when he first broke in with the Bulls? Went to the Sears Tower, and all honesty, they charged him the kids' fee to climb to the top. Del Curry, too much time, baby. He's just an assassin. Now the Magic cough it up at the end of the first quarter. Charlotte 38. Boy, this is as well as they have played all year. Hornets 38, Magic 30. Not much D. If you like offense, you better keep the channel right where it is here tonight on the Magic TV Network. First quarter in the books. Charlotte 38, Magic 30. A look at our first quarter stats brought to you by the official maker of NBA uniforms, practice wear and warm-ups. That's Champion.
Well, the percentages are good, but look at the number of shots both teams have gotten up at the basket. 28 for the Magic, 26 for the Hornets. A lot of shots going up. Everything else pretty close to being even. As the Hornets 3 of 4 from behind the three-point line.
So Brian Shaw takes over the keys to the Magic offense, leads the team in assists in the first 2 games. Parrish against O'Neal, double teaming with Gaddison. Shaq strong move, ripped down by Grandmama Larry Johnson. Here comes Del Curry, left wing. He's not shy. He'll pull up. No, pass off instead. O'Neal the foul and the push. Lazy foul on O'Neal. That's his second.
Yeah, not a real good play by Shaq that time as he picks up his second personal foul. He is talking to the officials, so I'm trying to get them to pay a little bit closer attention to the contact on the other end of the floor. He feels that he has been pushed a few times and has not gotten the call. See if his conversation with the officials paid off here.
Here's Kenny Gaddison, boy. This guy's got some security here in Charlotte. You know why? Grandmama said, you move Gat, you move me. Gaddison has been a real find out of Old Dominion. Backup center and a forward, really has played well. He has defended Shaquille O'Neal in years past about as well as anybody has defended.
Well, because he uses his quickness well against Shaq. That's the kind of player Shaq struggles against a little bit, the smaller, quicker player.
11:36 left. Brian Shaw got a screen, little runner. No, rebound O'Neal again. Pump fakes, leans in, rejected. Got his own rebound and the foul. O'Neal goes to the line. Oh, it's not for the boys down there.
No, it's not. And the Chief, one of the best at challenging shots as they come to the basket. He knocked the first one by Shaquille away. Shaq with the good effort, but Gaddison, the guy in there, and picks up the personal.
So it's 38-30. Shaq back to the line. He and Horace Grant have 18 of Orlando's 30 points here in the early going. Don't forget to join us again tomorrow night from Madison Square Garden. No Countdown to Magic show tomorrow night, but game time from New York is 8 o'clock, a half hour later. That game also seen on national cable. So join us on the Magic TV network. Shaq, one more free throw. Magic fans, you and a friend could win a trip with the Magic in the NBA City Trivia Game. Just watch the Magic Road Games and Sunday Night Magic on WKCF TV 18 in November. Tomorrow night, when we play the Knicks, we'll give you the first clue to our contest. Game time again, 8 o'clock on the Magic TV network.
The Magic switching on Dale Carey every time he comes over a screen.
He penetrates this time, whips it off. The Magic double team. Parrish open over Royal. Good.
Well, he loves being here. Of course, he never wanted to leave Boston, but he is with a younger team, a team that is excited about learning from Robert Parrish, and he is accepting the challenge of teaching these guys. Nick Anderson missed up an opportunity to score from the outside, and he'll get to the free throw line.
Gaddison picks up the foul, his second. Nick maybe not feeling confident in that jump shot so far.
Well, he's 1 for 5 so far. He's gotten some good looks at the hole. Done a good job of putting it on the floor that one time to get to the basket.
So he'll fire up a couple rounds. Nick hadn't missed a free throw yet, knock on wood. And that continues. Other scores, Houston at Indiana. Rockets 84, Indiana 75. That game fourth quarter. Just underway in New Jersey. The soon-to-be-named Swamp Dragons 26, Chicago 20 in the first quarter. And Washington 20, Philadelphia 17 that game first quarter.
84 to 75 already in Indiana.
Yeah, it's fourth quarter.
Fourth quarter, but
yeah, I know.
What time did the game start?
Everybody wanted more offense. Brian Shaw fouls Michael Adams, and he'll finish. Shaw's first. Second Magic team foul at 10:42. Anthony Bowie will check in, as will Anthony Avent. So Horace Grant gets his first breather.
You'll see Adams here getting the lean into the basket. Here's the whistle sound, and he throws it up towards the rim. AB celebrating a birthday. 31 years old. Wanted to make sure we say over the air happy birthday to Anthony.
So Charlotte continues to build on that lead. 45-33, and O'Neal gets the lob. .45-35 now. Gaddison beats Avent. O'Neal the block and the foul. Let's see who they ring up. Avent was beaten on the play.
Shaq came over, made a very good defensive play as he knocks the shot away, but Anthony Avent picks up the personal.
So the Magic have trailed by as much as 12 in this game. They're down 10 now, and Gaddison 2 more free throws.
Avent has struggled somewhat with fouls so far this season. It's really cut into his playing time.
Well, how about Sean Bradley? He's had the same problem.
Yes.
Man.
Sean Bradley having a lot of problems.
Yeah, he just doesn't look ready to me.
Yes, I think they brought him back maybe a little bit too soon, and he's trying to stay healthy, trying to keep from re-injuring that knee, and you know, a lot of things seem to be going on in his mind. He's not relaxed. He just seems to be thinking about too many things right now.
He'll be the guest, Sean Bradley will be, of Brian Hill on Sunday Night Magic. Orlando, you can catch that Sunday night 10:30 on our flagship station WKCF TV 18. Shaq reads double team right off the hands of Avent. Now he's smacked from behind Del Curry, no call. Boy, they are just smacking and cracking the man. We can hear the slaps all the way over here, but so far they haven't gotten the whistle. Now they push it up the floor in a hurry. Adams feeds Mourning, who just checked in. Jump shot is off right. O'Neal the rebound. Magic are down 12 points. Struggling to get something going consistently on offense. Here's Donald Royal from Shaw. Easy layup.
And that's the way to challenge the shot blockers on the inside. You saw Donald try to kind of twist his body around to keep the defense shielded from the basketball.
10-point game. Need some stops here.
47 points with over 9 minutes to go in this period.
Johnson beats Royal. Almost blew it, but he got it. LJ with his second field goal. He has all 3 of the Hornets triple-doubles in their franchise history. That's kind of an interesting number. Shaw doubled immediately. They're letting Royal and Anderson shoot so far in this game, and so far they've been rewarded. O'Neal gets a lucky bounce and has 13.
Good offensive board work by Shaquille. I tell you, when he catches the ball in that low post, they are doubling him up so much he hasn't had an opportunity to shoot very many uncontested shots. Has 10 rebounds already.
9 minutes to go. They double Johnson now. Adams will leave him alone. Boy, they can all hit the three-point shot, and that's the price you pay when you double team or choose to do so. Shaw across the timeline, 52-39. O'Neal against Morning. Avent feeds Royal. Somebody's got to start hitting shots, and maybe that'll help.
Well, it's not so much hitting shots, and you mentioned it just a minute ago. It's time to get some stops here, because you can exchange baskets all you want with this team, but they have a 10-point lead, actually 11-point lead right now, so you have to stop some.
Johnson double team. Morning. O'Neal with 2 fouls. O'Neal rejects. That'll be a goaltend this time. Bristow wanted a push on the play too, so give Morning 2 more points. He has 11.
Well, this is an easy call right here, as the ball right at the rim when Shaquille knocks it away. A little bit of a late whistle there on that play.
8:20 left. Timeout called by the Magic and Brian Hill. 8:17 to be exact. Orlando burns its second timeout of the game. Charlotte keeps on firing up those rounds. They're at 63% from the floor so far, and they lead the Magic 54-41. Well, it's a busy week for the Magic, a 3-game road trip. You open up the season with 4 of your first 5 on the road. That's tough duty. Tomorrow night we're in New York, an 8 o'clock game, and the first matchup of the season against Patrick Ewing and the New York Knicks. They are out for blood. They want to get back to the finals and win them, and they are the team to beat, certainly in the Eastern Conference. Then Saturday we're back in Philadelphia at the Spectrum. Horace Grant will try to stop kid from his alma mater. Sharon Wright had a dandy game against the Magic at the arena on the home opener. 7:30 our airtime from the Spectrum. Jack Gibbons, Chip Carey with you tonight from Charlotte. John Cook, our director. Lou Cussero, our producer tonight, as always, on the Magic TV network. We'll see what the Magic can come up with here now. Down 13 points in the ball game. Avent open. Somebody's got to hit shots.
Good shot right there, Anthony Avent. Good job of squaring up, and he set the screen so that he forced a double team on Brian Shaw. Good pass from Shaw to get him a shot.
Under 8 minutes. The double team there. Now Morning outside, draws O'Neal away. 10 to shoot. Zoe, 18 feet, no. Long rebound. Gaddison gets it. He had great position, and he gets a layup as a result. Well, the Hornets bench really piling up the points here. And Royal, rejected Morning. O'Neal catches, fakes, lost it, got it back. He missed the stuff and drew the foul, though.
Great challenge by Donald Royal, but an even more impressive block by Alonzo Mourning. Oh, you see Donald, he gets to the hole here, but Zoe, beautiful play, a lot of contact. And I think that's a good one that the officials don't call the foul. I mean, that's an excellent effort by both players.
Already a double-double for O'Neal. 13 points, 10 rebounds in the game. And I didn't hear who got the foul. He missed the first free throw. Did you hear who got the foul? Del Curry. It's so loud in this place, you can't even hear the PA announcer, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. 14 for Shaquille, 7.5 to play. 56-44 your score.
Penny Hardaway checking back into the ball game, and interesting to see here if he comes in for Donald Royal, who has played the whole game to this point. The Magic will be small.
Gaddison cuts, hands off to Morning beautifully, and he stuffs. Boy, great ball movement.
And that's why you have to like Kenny Gaddison and what he gives to this team. He's a tough guard because of his size.
Shaq catches low post. It's been the Shaq show so far tonight. Not a whole lot of help from the teammates. AB has come into the game. He comes in firing, missed the shot. O'Neal and Morning fight. Shaq catches, steps through. He draws contact. Morning thought he was fouled on the play. He didn't go straight up.
Well, I think Shaq just went up over Morning and came up with the rebound that time. I think it was a good no call by the official. Shaq working extremely hard. You mentioned he's already got a double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds.
And they changed that call, and it goes to Gaddison, his third, not Morning, which is interesting because Morning was on the play. Penny back in for the Magic here. So it's Penny, Bowie, Royal, Avent, and O'Neal. 15.5 for Shaq. Scott Burrell checks in for Charlotte. He'll spell Kenny Gaddison, who did his job, 6 points.
Yes, did it very well.
rebound and an assist. Nick Anderson will come back in, and let's see if he gets Donald Royal. Yeah, Royal will lead.
So the Magic pretty small here, although the Hornets not very big either. Nick Anderson will drop down and play the small forward position. Technically, the three-guard offense for the Magic will be working.
Bench scoring, Charlotte 26, the Magic 2 so far in this game. And we're only in the second half of the second quarter. Mourning draws O'Neal out, 6:40 left. Mourning dribble drive, steps through, beautiful move.
And Shaq with 2 personal fouls, very smart on that play. He has to back off.
15 for the 2 superstar centers. Shaq in the low post, reads double team, Avent fumbles, quickly fouled by Burrell. He didn't mean to, but draws his third.
Didn't mean to. They never mean to.
No, I know.
At least they tell the officials.
Excuse me, oh great wordsmith.
At least they try to get the officials to believe they never mean to.
Joe Wolf, big hero here in North Carolina, former Tar Heel. He'll get his second appearance of the season. He's played 1 minute this year. Spent last season in Europe, in Spain to be exact. Played with Boston and Portland last in the NBA in '92 and '93. And Anthony Avent, double A smooth. Hits first free throw. So Burrell sits in foul trouble. Wolf back in, and Alonzo Mourning may have some blood, may have to leave. We'll see. Yeah, he's got to come out of the game. So Mourning says, look, it's only a scratch. I don't want to leave, but they'll throw a wristband on it, and he'll be allowed to continue.
Terry Koffler over on the Hornets bench. Good thinking there.
Yeah, you know, wristbands really come in handy. I think there's a University of Florida football player that wears one around his ankle. It's a good place to put a wristband, I guess. Whatever works, you know.
Well, a lot of superstition.
Yeah, well,
players.
Either that or a lot of ankle sweat.
Yeah, well, could be that.
6:25 to go. Out of 2 for Avent. All right, it's 60-47, and Adams makes it 60-47. Missed the rebound. 12 boards for Shaq in the game. He has 12 of the 21 Orlando rebounds.
Now, Michael Adams did that a lot with the Bullets, and he had the freedom to do that. As soon as he comes down and shoots the ill-advised shot here, he is out of the game as Muggsy will check back in.
And an illegal defense technical this time on Charlotte at 6:04. Jack, you like the new scoring rules? Do you like, or I should say, the rules changes and all the scoring? I know it's exciting, but there is a beauty to the defensive side of the game, too, isn't there?
Well, yes, when you play good, solid defense, there's a beauty. But when you're banging around on people and double and triple teaming guys in the middle, it just takes, as far as I'm concerned, it takes away from the real beauty of the game. I think the NBA is about scoring points. I think the three-point shot line, the moving in of that line, as far as I'm concerned, an improvement in the ballgame.
Anderson against Wolf, and Joe Wolf fouled him. Nick too quick for Joe Wolf to handle him. That's the first foul on the 6'11" Tar Heel, a 1987 graduate from Carolina.
Interesting matchup right there, as Wolf, you just mentioned 6'11". He's matched up with Nick Anderson, and Nick got the call down low that time, but I would be very surprised if you don't see the Magic at least try to continue to take advantage of that, give Nick the basketball, and either get Nick the shot or allow him to break Wolf down on the outside to get a shot for someone else, and Nick misses his first free throw.
Dreadful at the line so far. 9 for 17 in the game after a pretty good start. Horace Grant checks back in. 9 out of 17 are the Magic. 9 out of 18 are the Magic. Can't miss free throws on the road and expect to win. 5:50 left. Charlotte up big. It's a big confidence-building game for Charlotte if they can win it. Percy Hawkins, another 3. That's his third three-point shot of the game and has 11.
Well, and a great job of using the screen by Percy Hawkins that time.
63-47 your score. Charlotte really keeping on hitting shots. They're over 60%. Magic haven't really gotten in anybody's face much tonight. Penny 10 to shoot, and another illegal defense technical.
Now, Larry Johnson has 1 foot on that free throw line. Just as soon as you step down on that line, you're guilty of being illegal when the ball is on the other side of the floor. He is asking about the call, but that is the way it is written in the rule book right now, and AB knocks down this one.
Yeah, I mean, the players are arguing with the refs. I'm not illegal, but they got to call it. If it's there, it's...
As soon as you put one foot inside the line. Used to be you could put one in there and have one out.
Not any longer. Hardaway down low. No help came this time. Hardaway beats everybody to the hole.
Penny has to continue to make that quick move because the double team's going to be coming very aggressively.
8 for Hardaway. That cuts into this lead here in Charlotte. 5 minutes to play. Warning with 10 to shoot. Offensive foul. Oh, Shaq, great D.
Great job. Good step to the baseline. Zoe wants to try to clear it out to get in a one-on-one situation. Now watch Shaquille. Good foot movement. Stands right there. Excellent play.
Parrish and Del Curry back in. Shaq move those feet. That's what the league wants too. That's how you play D here.
And that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's beauty in it in defense when you do it right. And Shaquille certainly makes the right play that time.
So Shaq doing it all tonight. 16 points, 12 boards in the game. And the Magic trying to cut into this lead. 63-50. Anderson against Del Curry. Dribble, dribble, dribble in the lane. A lot of contact. Look at the fight for the rebound. AB had it sent back. Now the Hornets run out. Here's Muggsy Bogues against Hardaway. Fakes. Now Del Curry takes right on target.
We talked to Del Curry about the three-point line before the game, and the Magic will call a timeout. And he said it's too close.
Yeah.
It's like a layup.
Yeah, it is a layup. Charlotte has 7 three-point field goals in the game. The Magic have none, and the Hornets have their biggest lead of the night.
This three-point line, to some teams it's still too far out. To some teams it's too close, and this is one of the teams that they could make the threes from beyond the old three-point line. There's Del Curry spotting up. Charlotte 10 for 13 in this period. Chip, you mentioned during the break they can't continue to shoot like that, but well, I tell you what, this is a team that plays off of the emotion.
And look at that stat. Magic have not gotten much off the bench, at least so far in this game. Horace Grant, that spoils his perfect shooting night. He's now 5 out of 6, and the miss feeds the fast break. Johnson caught it in a tough spot, but an easy layup. Charlotte just running the Magic out of the gym right now. It's an 18-point lead, their biggest. 4 minutes left, second quarter, still a long way to go. O'Neal against the Chief, gets it right back. Shaq spinning like a tornado in the lane, off balance runner, good, 18.
Good work, Shaq on the inside, and the little pass back out forced the double team to go back, and that cleared it up for him to work one-on-one against Shaq, against the Chief.
Now they go at Grant with Larry Johnson. Ball deflected away. Charlotte beats the race to the ball. Now the Chief on the baseline against O'Neal. He'll load up the giant killer, and the rebound goes to Horace. Haven't had many break chances, have the Magic. Charlotte keeps hitting a lot of shots. 63% are the Hornets. Nick catches, lays it up short. Nick can't buy a bucket. He's 1 out of 7 now. Penny works baseline, tries to feed O'Neal, threw it to him in a tough spot on the floor. Who's the go-to? The officials aren't sure. The Magic get a break.
Muggsy once again down around Shaquille's ankles to knock that one away.
AB checks out. Brian Shaw in for the Magic. So a 3-guard rotation in for Brian Hill. 3:15 left in the half. It's been all Charlotte. Nick fakes. Now Penny 4-2 toe on the stripe, hits it. Penny in double digits, but stops are at a premium here.
Yes. Boy, you just want to try to get this thing down to about 10 points before this period is over. That would be a big accomplishment the way the Charlotte Hornets are shooting the basketball.
2:50 left. Hawkins beats Anderson. A little runner is short. Grant taps it out. Ball loose to the Magic. Brian Shaw leads the break. It's 2-on-2. Penny stops, feeds O'Neal, steps through the lane and drills it.
Well, you got your stop. You got your basket.
And the Magic have scored 4 points in a row.
I think the Hornets will use up a timeout here.
Yeah, 22nd timeout, I think. So the Hornets burn a timeout here. 2:33 left. Is it a 20 or a full? I believe it's a full. It doesn't matter. 68-56 your score.
You mentioned time to start getting some stops, forcing some misses, and trying to get this field goal percentage to start to drop for Charlotte.
See, I was right.
The Magic did that.
It's down to what? 62%.
2%, yeah. Not bad. There's the miss. Horace Grant keeping the ball alive, getting it to Brian Shaw, and Penny Hardaway is going to find Shaquille. But good job running the floor by Shaq, but still it has to start right now on the defensive end of the floor. The Magic need to put together 2 or 3 good defensive sets and convert those into baskets just as they did that time.
You know, every time you come here to North Carolina, the Tar Heel State, you think of Tobacco Road and the great basketball programs and the great rivalries between Wake Forest and Duke and NC State and Carolina, of course. How about the start to the season for Grant Hill? I mean, this guy has just been awesome.
Boy.
And perhaps the greatest basketball player ever to play the game, Michael Jordan, was asked about Grant Hill's debut. His first couple games. Here was what Michael said. He said, he's going to be a great player, even though he went to Duke.
Even though he went to Duke. You can't give him too much credit, but he deserves it all right now. That guy, man, I saw one highlight where he went up and grabbed an alley-oop.
Oh, with the left hand spinning away. Oh, my goodness.
I mean, and not many people in the league could have gotten to that. He really got up off the floor.
Yeah, our first look at Grant Hill won't come until January 11th, when the Magic go to the Palace of Auburn Hills and take on Detroit. But it'll be well worth the wait. Don't forget, your Chrysler Plymouth dealers are the home of the minivan. And also something that came to our attention, if you're celebrating an important event, Magic skyboxes are available to rent for Magic home games. Well, it'd be a great party. Call now to reserve a skybox for your next family or business celebration. Call our buddy Joe Whitehurst at the Magic office at 407-649-3285. Don't forget, coming up at halftime, our Magic halftime profile featuring Horace Grant. One of the newest members of the Magic. Will have stats and highlights of our first 2 periods here from the Charlotte Coliseum. Magic got a couple of stops here. Let's see if they can put together a couple more here in the final 2.5 minutes. Johnson against Grant, one-on-one, 8 to shoot. LJ spinning, firing, little strong. Chief rebounds against O'Neal. Strip, travel, no call, and Shaq comes up with a steal. Magic want to run down the floor. 3 stops in a row now offensively. Shaw can shoot and hit the 3, but not that time. Grant on the offensive board, nearly lost it in travel.
Just lost control of it. Good job, Horace Grant, going to the offensive boards, and a tough break for the Magic.
Brian thought he was bodied out of bounds, but the call went to Charlotte that time.
Just fumbled the ball just enough to allow himself to shuffle his feet a little bit.
Well, you get this thing around 10, you feel a lot better about your chances.
Oh, of course.
Under 2 minutes now. Curry runs the screen. Shaw chases a pretty good job there. Got a hand on the ball. Popped out. May have been enough to change it.
Shaw forced the miss. Good effort coming over the screen.
Well, you think of Brian, you think of that Miami team. They have totally dismantled the Heat. Hardaway catches, spins, was tripped. And what do we got? Oh, they call a travel. He was tripped. Penny was hit on the play, and they call him for a travel.
Well, we'll see what happens here. Penny
tripped.
A little bit of contact. Yes, he shuffled his feet. You don't know why. It looked as though he was hit a little bit.
1:28 left. Charlotte the ball. Johnson into a wall. Hawkins to Bogues. They'd like him to shoot. And the Magic fight for the loose ball. Larry Johnson, Chief, Grant in there. Horace Grant comes up with another tough rebound. Now the Magic load up. Anderson feeds Hardaway in a tough spot. Ball poked away by Muggs.
Bogues again. Bogues again. Well, you just can't make him pay for his size down on the low post.
Pound for pound, inch for inch, might be the MVP in the NBA. He's just unbelievable.
He was here in Charlotte. Got voted as the player of the year for the Charlotte Hornets.
Hardaway gets an easy bucket over the Chief, and the Magic now within 10 points, 68-58. They were down 18 a moment ago. A minute left. Hawkins against Anderson. I'm sure the Magic got a tongue lashing in that huddle. 8 straight Orlando points. Grant against Johnson. No double team. Boy, that's a luxury. Larry Johnson. Oh, Shaq may have gotten him with a body. Let's see. Yeah, that's a big call. Shaquille just ran into him. That's the third on O'Neal, and 48.2 seconds left.
Tough break for Shaquille. He was just trying to drop back in there and help out. You'll see him not even really involved in the play. He turns and comes back to the hole and just can't stop. And there's the contact. A little bit of a brush. Shaq picks up his third. Tree will come in for the final 48 seconds.
And Darren Hancock, a second-round pick of Charlotte out of Kansas, will come in as well for the Bugs. It's okay, Larry. It's going in right down the middle.
Oh, the Hornets, you had Larry Johnson that time screaming at the basketball, and Zoe did that earlier.
Yeah.
Ball has good ears.
They like to yell and scream here in Charlotte, don't they? 48.2 seconds left. There's Big Tree. Well, his block shot on Sharon Wright in Orlando, probably the biggest roar we've heard from the arena crowd on the opening night. Boy, I can only imagine what he said. Don't you have cable, son? Wipe up a little extra moisture down below. House of Horrors, the Charlotte Coliseum. It's been a tough place to play. The Hornets 11-5 against the Magic all time. We showed you that up at the top. The Magic have lost a game by 33 points here once, way back in the old days. A lot tougher now. The Magic gets sloppy, turn it over. That hurts. 44 seconds left. 12-point game, short. Ball loose. Tree and Grant come up. And a travel. They fight over the loose ball. Now Del Curry's going to check in. The Magic giving him some second chances and really have not looked sharp in this first half of basketball.
Yeah, the Magic looking just a little bit tentative at times here in the first half. That time working around the boards, Tree and Horse going for it, and neither guy wanted to give the ball up. Shuffled their feet just a little bit, but that's been the case a couple of times here in this ball game.
So the Magic got it down to 10.
Well, you just don't want to give up 3.
Giving up 3. Del Curry again. He's got 11. Magic push it up the floor. Anderson challenges Parrish and rattles that home, so the Magic might get a 2-for-1 here. Only 6 for Anderson, his second field goal in the half. Hopefully he'll rebound in the second period. Now a stop and a bucket the other way would be nice.
Not a whole lot of time, just a 2-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, so I don't know if that will give the Magic enough time to get it and convert it to the other end for a basket.
Bogues looks under the legs of the Magic, or between the legs of the Magic, trying to find somebody. Hawkins didn't get it off. 24-second violation. Some more good defense here.
Another good defensive effort by the Magic, and once again the question is whether or not they have 2.3 seconds, enough time to get it up and get a good shot at the basket.
So the Magic take their 22nd timeout here in the first half. The Magic 0 for 3 from three-point territory. Charlotte 8 out of 11. That has been a big key, as well as their team shooting now 57%. So they're starting to come back to earth a little bit. Magic at 49%. Just got to keep stopping them and start hitting some bombs themselves to get back in quickly.
Have to find your people very quickly. The guy you're matched up against, you have to find him. The real problem for the Magic has been that switch along the baseline between Percy Hawkins and Del Curry. It's a tough switch for the Magic, and you have to be right on top of them to prevent that three-point shot from going.
There's your score. Don't forget All-Star balloting starts Friday in area Foot Locker stores and Magic home games. Vote for your favorite Magic players and register to win a trip to Phoenix for NBA All-Star Weekend. And don't forget Sunday Night Magic every weekend 10:30 on the Magic flagship station WKCF TV 18. Shaw loads up, and that's wide right, and that's how the first half comes to an end. A very impressive shooting performance by the Hornets. 57%. Those 8 3-point shots huge in the game. The Magic trail Charlotte 73-60, and we're only at the half here at the Hive in Charlotte. Don't forget to join us for Sunday Night Magic on our flagship station WKCF TV 18 in Orlando for Sunday Night Magic. The second show airs at 10:30 each and every Sunday night. This Sunday, November 13th, Brian Hill, the Magic head coach, interviews Sean Bradley. He's trying to come back from knee surgery, and boy, I hope the budget allowed for a real tall high chair for Brian to talk to Sean Bradley. All 7'6" up. Tune into Sunday Night Magic, Sunday at 10:30 on WKCF TV 18 in Orlando. 10:13 left. Charlotte the ball in a 5-point lead. Johnson against Anderson now. Quick move to the hole. Easy bucket.
Tough matchup for the Magic right now with this unit on the floor. Larry Johnson just has to laugh as he comes back down. It's a little bit easy right now. Horace Grant will check back into the game.
5 straight Charlotte points to open the fourth quarter. Shaq doubled. AB whips it back down to Shaquille. In the lane against Parrish. Rejected blindside straight across the eye. Parrish the other way with Del Curry. Here's Larry Johnson behind the line all day to shoot the 3. It's short. And the rebound goes to AB. Shaq still squinting. He got it in the left eye. Now the lob from Shaw. He catches and get that one. Larry Johnson and O'Neal a glare at the official. 30 for O'Neal, ties his season high.
He's still wiping that eye.
102-97.
It's a good lineup on the floor for the Hornets. You have Zoe and Robert Parrish together with Larry Johnson at the small forward spot.
Johnson feeds inside. Mourning gave up the dribble, threw it away. Now the Magic a break. Here's Anderson left wing. He works against Adams. Spinning up high off the window. O'Neal the follow swing. If they can get those Twin Towers going, though, Charlotte's going to be real tough.
Can you imagine trying to match up with this unit on the floor?
It's like having Charles Barkley playing the small forward for Phoenix.
That's a handful, any way you look at it.
18 offensive rebounds for the Magic in the game. That's why they're still in it. 102-99. Now Aved against Mourning. Jump hook with left hand. Short. Good defense, Anthony. Zoe missed one of his easier opportunities of the night. Now Shaw whips to Anderson. He'll take the three. On line up. Beauty.
And now the Hornets burn a timeout. Good run by the Magic. Impressive run by the Orlando Magic.
Down 5 straight points to open the fourth quarter. Orlando has stormed back to tie it. 102-102. 8:25 to go in the game. Here's Dodge Dealer game summary. The Hornets winning the battle off the bench 35-6 and at the three-point line. But the big guys for the Magic, O'Neal and Grant, have been absolutely unbelievable tonight. The Magic have tied this game 102-102, and Orlando has only turned it over 9 times against this pesky Hornet defensive team. Now Grant against Mourning, and they'll call Horace for the hand check. That'll draw some derisive cheers from the crowd. They haven't seen that many hand checking calls against the Magic tonight. Third on Horace.
You can throw a lot of people at Horace Grant, but he's going to get the job done one way or the other. Tough assignment here, though.
Crowd calls hand check. Mourning, right hand hook. Nope. Grant gets the rebound.
Good effort, Horace Grant.
Number 12, and the Magic can take their first lead of this game. 102-102 is the score. Shaw works against Adams. Ryan backs him down, whips it out to Grant. Now Anderson, another three-point shot. Not this time. .740 to play in this game. Interesting matchup. Shaq guards Chief. Mourning against Grant. He catches on a roll, spins against O'Neal, who rejects the shot, and the Magic chase it down.
Beautiful defensive play. 3 blocks now for Shaq.
Now Shaw spins from Adams. He'll take the banker. Won't go this time. Chief rebounds, and they look to run. Adams leads a break. 3-on-2.
Watch Dale Curry. Good decision, Nick Anderson. Give Burrell the shot.
He missed it.
Yes, give him the shot, but pick up Dale Curry.
Boy, the Hornets really look ragged here in the fourth quarter.
Well, the real key here, though, for the Magic is they have to make sure they convert here. This little dry spell for Charlotte.
And an illegal defense on Charlotte. Their 5th of the game. So the Magic can take the lead at the charity stripe.
Well, it's still tied 102-102. And you talk about the Hornets struggling just a little bit here. You have to make sure you hurt them during this little stretch. The Magic hurt them by getting back into the game. It'd be nice to build just a little bit of a lead here, because the Hornets, I think, will heat back up and this crowd will get back involved in the game.
Tie game, 7:04 to play here in the fourth quarter. Charlotte has lost a big double-digit lead. That was in the first half. They were up 16 points at one point in this game. Down low to Shaq, catches over the top and beats Parrish easily. 34 for Shaq, and the Magic by 2.
While you give Shaq the 2 points, give Anthony Bowie a lot of credit for the perfectly thrown pass. I mean, it had to be in just the right place for Shaq to get it and for Parrish not to get it, and AB made the pass.
Adams hits, ties it back up. That stops a Magic run. 104 apiece. Oh, Adams steals it from Shaw, but Bryant gets it back at the half court. Looks for Grant, finds it. Now AB whips it over to Nick. Long three, gone!
Boy, getting down on the floor for the loose ball, Brian Shaw saved the Magic 2 points and got them 3 on offense.
Boy, it's good to see the Magic giving Charlotte some of those long-range bombs back, and Horace Grant apparently pushed Alonzo Mourning. That is the call. Penny Hardaway in for the Magic. He will get AB.
And give AB a lot of credit as he takes a seat. You talked about the difference in scoring off the bench. Can't say enough about what AB accomplished on defense that time. Once again, he's not scoring the points. Little things he did during that little run by the Magic that allowed them or helped them to get back in the ball game.
Charlotte's biggest lead was 18 points at one time in this night. It's 6:08 to go. Charlotte trails the Magic now 107-104.
Well, they're going right at this matchup with Zoe.
Shaq comes over to help Parrish. Fouled. Good foul on the play. Donald Royal reaching in. He got just enough of the Chief.
Lonzo Mourning, you have to come with the double team. That time Shaquille came. That freed up Robert Parrish. Donald Royal just a half step getting there, but committed the foul, forced Chief to miss the shot.
Charlotte has scored only 31 points in the last 18 minutes of basketball after scoring 38 in the first quarter, 35 in the second quarter. So whatever was spoken at halftime by whomever obviously was taken to heart. But still a ton of time left. 107-105 Magic. Parrish tonight. This is the second. Grant another rebound. Chief with 7 rebounds. Hardaway has that rejected. O'Neal follows though in perfect position.
Great
Magic
job.
keep on hammering those boards.
Good job, Shaquille, running the floor. Could have given up on that play as the Magic got the fast break. 16 rebounds, 36 points for Shaq, 3 block shots.
And the Magic now lead by 4. Mourning outside against Hardaway, jump shooting and hitting. Maybe he's too close to the basket. 22 for Alonzo. 2-point Magic game. Magic have loaded up the gun. The starters are in. Bullet feed. Grant cutting, missed the dunk. Did he throw it over the iron? Yeah, he did. That's about the only thing Horace has missed tonight. Now a chance to tie or take the lead for the purple-clad Charlotte team. Parrish a prayer, no. Grant another rebound. He's been everywhere. 14 boards.
Say Shaq has stepped up on defense. He's getting it done without committing the foul too. That's the most important thing. The Magic need him on the floor.
Shaw down low. Johnson and Mourning lurk. There's Horace again. This time a little short. He pulled a string. 4:50 to go. Magic still up 2.
Jump shots harder to make this time of the game. A little bit winded.
Mourning puts it on the floor this time. Good defense. Shot it short. Ball loose to Shaq. Magic run. 4-on-3. Shaw leads the break. He'll pull up from 18. Won't go, but there's Royal on the glass. He spins and lays it in again.
Big bucket by Donald Royal. Just the effort.
And they are getting killed on the offensive glass are the Hornets. 21 offensive rebounds by the Magic so far in this game unofficially, and the Magic maintain a 4-point lead. Well, here in the beehive of Charlotte, it's as if the Magic sprayed a big burst of raid. This crowd here is very quiet. And the Hornets are down 4 points, losing an 18-point lead at one point in this ball game, but still 4.5 minutes to go here tonight at the Coliseum. This would be a huge Magic comeback. Shaq helps out, stops Curry. That gives Shaw time to recover. Now a screen by Parrish. More good help. Shaq comes up with a steal. He's been everywhere.
Yes, he has, but real key on that play, the way Brian Shaw played Dell Curry on the screens. I mean, if you take that 3-point shot away, if they don't get the quick shot, they struggle with handling the basketball.
Brian Shaw wide open over Curry, buries the 2. Oh, clutch baskets, and boy, the Magic really going to their leaders here in this 4th quarter, and they have now built a 113-107 lead. Curry fouled by Shaw. He bought the pump fake.
But still, you're doing the right thing. You're running at Dell Curry. You're making sure that when he catches the ball, there is no space between Dell Curry and the defensive player. Zoe checking back into the ball game. The Chief will have a seat.
Yeah, Dell Curry was 4 out of 7 in the game at halftime. Dell Curry 5 out of 11. So he's 1 for 4 here in the second half.
The Hornets without a team foul in this period. The Magic with 4. So the next foul, they will shoot the bonus.
Johnson against Grant and 3:40 to play. LJ spinning on the base. Has to fall away and hit. He doesn't look quite as explosive as he did in the past, but again, it's early in the season.
Yeah, he's still finding ways to score points, though.
And a foul on Bogues. He tried to pick Shaw's pocket, and Eddie Rush right on the play.
Yeah, he got caught. He thought he had gotten away with one, did Muggsy Bogues. Knocked it away, but he did grab Brian Shaw's arm. Now watch right here as he reaches in. There he is. You see him grab his arm right there, holds on to him, and he got caught.
And that's the first Charlotte team foul here in the period. 3 1/4 to go. Penny backs Del Curry down. Madison. And they're close to an illegal. Grant on the baseline against Mourning. Right-hand hook. Penny follows a beauty.
All right, it's been really story for the Magic in the second half is coming up with the loose balls, being in the right place at the right time. 22 offensive rebounds for the Magic.
And now a steal by Hardaway at the 3-minute mark. 1:15-109, a chance for the biggest lead of the night.
Good decision by Penny Hardaway. Just slow it down, make sure you get a good look at the basket. The other part of this is you use some time off that clock.
Magic with only 3 turnovers here in the second half, and now a push down on the low post against Del Curry. 5 on Curry, and the second Charlotte team foul. 2:46 to go. The clock becoming the enemy for Charlotte, but they can score points in a big hurry. Mourning nearly illegal. Penny pump fake, steps through. Shaq follows. Hey, stuffs home! Oh, my goodness!
Oh, my.
Oh. The message was delivered.
Oh, yes.
117-109.
Man. And
that might be a poster. Curry keeps on firing, though.
Just takes a little space for Del Curry.
Curry with 17.
Oh, my.
117-112.
I'm still rattling with the rim on that dunk by Shaquille.
Only a 5-point game. Hardaway bumped by Mourning, now recovers, 8 to shoot. He'll fire up a 3. It's short. Horace Grant another rebound. On the offensive end, the Magic just keep on getting to the glass. And for Charlotte, this has been a huge problem all season long, even in the preseason.
What is it, 23 offensive rebounds now? Watch Shaquille here, the power on this dunk. Oh.
Almost brought the goal down again. And Horace Grant goes to the stripe. Shaq has been awesome. 38 points, 17 rebounds. Horace Grant, 25 points and 15 boards, and 11 of 16 from the field.
What a 1-2 punch that has been here tonight.
And a guy who's shooting 57-58% from the stripe misses the first here.
Penny Hardaway is going to get the little tip back in right here. Mourning gets the block. Penny in the right place at the right time.
Well, you go to the glass against Charlotte, you're going to get rebounds. Man, oh man, they have really struggled on the glass. Grant pulls the string on 2 free throws. That hurts. Those are the only 2 freebies the Magic have missed here in the second half. Percy Hawkins checks back in, dribble drive under a minute, missed the shot. Mourning's tap, no. Ball tapped out. Hardaway gets the loose ball rebound. Big play.
Another big play right there. Free throw shooting. Here, if the Hornets have to foul, will play the part down the stretch.
Penny beats his man 1, pass too many. Now Del Curry puts it on the floor. Shaw tries to pick his pocket. Del feeds Johnson for a lefty lay-in. Charlotte down only 3, a minute 30. Now here comes the trap. This is something they have always done very well against Orlando. Grant feeds Hardaway in the front court. Crowd starting to be a factor now. 1:20 to go. O'Neal down low against Mourning. 2 hands. Grant rolls. Layup. No! Rebound Johnson who travels. No call. 1:10 to play. Here comes Muggsy. Del Curry fakes. Now takes. And blocked in a late whistle. Oh, the Magic bench wanted the block.
And that's a 3 free throws coming to Del Curry.
He's got 3 free throws.
Behind the 3-point line.
And a chance to tie it at the stripe.
Now let's see if Brian makes the play from behind. All ball.
All ball. Well, that hurts. Well, Del Curry can tie it with a minute 4 left, but he's got to hit all 3.
Not asking a whole lot of Del Curry to step up and knock down these 3 free throws. Very capable.
1 minute 4 seconds left. This has been a great game. An awful defensive showing by the Magic in the first half. They have really turned up the screws here. 19 for Curry. A chance to tie it here with number 20. The crowd standing here at the Coliseum. Tie game. 1 minute to go. 117-117. And tie to take a timeout. They have one full timeout left. 56.8 left in this game. It's been a dandy tonight from the Queen City. Well, we're under a minute. What a game tonight. 117-117. The Hornets with 8 consecutive points. 6 of them from Del Curry. 3 of them at the free throw line. 1 3-point shot. The Magic have gotten huge performances from Shaq and from Horace Grant. Now, who do you go to in the final minute? Keep riding that horse?
Yeah, I think so. Brian Shaw will handle the basketball. They might give Shaw an opportunity to post up against Muggsy Bogues, but I would be surprised if Shaquille O'Neal was not the first option here.
And he catches in the front court. Magic have the ball here. 50 seconds left in a tie game. Obviously, every possession critical. Grant pops out. Down low to O'Neal against Parrish. Double team, bullied up. Shaq, shot short. Hardaway rebounds, reset. 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Shaw, good and it goes. Short rebound, O'Neal. Magic get a huge reset. Charlotte thought there was a violation.
Oh, good effort. The Magic came up with the big rebound once again. That's been the story.
23rd or 4th offensive rebound. Penny hangs, no. Shaq follows.
Oh.
Yes!
My goodness.
He hammered it home for 40.
Boy.
And Charlotte calls timeout.
Has he been big or what?
Oh, baby.
My goodness, he almost threw a couple guys in the basket with the play.
The ball almost came out.
It sure did. He hung on to the rim, but enough in there. So strong.
Shaq hammers it home. 40 points, 19 rebounds, and another huge offensive rebound by the Magic.
Well, that's been the story. The offensive rebounding has been the real key. Now, you'll watch the screen out high. Penny Hardaway is going to get to the basket, get a good look at it. Robert Parrish is going to come over to help out, but watch Shaquille. He will almost throw a couple players down with the ball.
Oh, hanging all over. Boy, you got to want to dunk that ball to go up and get it among Mourning and Parrish and Johnson and those big fellas. Look at this play again.
Oh.
And there's no foul either. That's the amazing thing. He was creamed under there. But the Magic will settle for the 2 points.
They will take the 2. Now, make sure you understand here that you have Del Curry on the floor. They will probably load up, bring Hersey Hawkins back in. A couple of guys that can obviously make the jump shot, but the key is they can make the 3-point shot as well. You want to give up the 2 points if you're going to give up anything. You don't want to leave Del Curry or Hersey Hawkins to give them the chance to make the 3-point shot.
25 offensive rebounds. And to tell you how loud and crazy it is down on the floor, our great audio crew has this in natural sound. Here's that last play. Well, he didn't miss that ball, did he? 25 offensive rebounds. The Magic have taken 103 shots in this game.
Well, you get 25 offensive rebounds, you're going to have over 100 shots.
Well, okay, you set it up, Jack. 3-point shooters. You go for the win at home.
Yes, Del Curry on the floor. Yes, Hersey Hawkins back in the lineup. And they have run that play where Hersey Hawkins, Del Curry have been switching, have been crossing along the baseline, forcing the Magic to determine how they're going to play that. Here it comes again. The Magic have been switching it. There's Del Curry.
He's open. Short. Rebound. Mourning follows with 11 seconds left, but the Magic will call timeout, I imagine, and bring the ball up. Bryant's going to bring it up, and what are they going to do? They're going to burn a timeout. Penny gets it across, calls time, 6.3 seconds left. Bryant wanted the Magic to call timeout before they inbounded the ball, and they waste 5 seconds on the play.
Yeah, you had a little bit over 11 seconds when the ball went through the net. And, of course, you always call the timeout if you're going to call it immediately because you don't use up the 5, 6 seconds to get the ball up the floor. The Magic still have plenty of time to get the shot off. Yes, the Hornets went for the 3-point shot. Del Curry could not knock it down. But just as we've talked about on the other end of the floor, the offensive rebounding, Mourning gets a big one there.
Indeed he did. Ties the game up 119-119. Here's that last Charlotte flurry.
Watch Mourning follow up the play. Works inside of Shaquille. And Shaq with the push to the back Lucky to not get caught that time. You'll see. Now watch Shaquille. He is just going to let Zoe work to the inside. Right down.
Well, Shaq jumped out to try to intimidate Del Curry in the three-point shot. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. And Mourning, knowing that, just flipped behind him in case there was a miss and it was in perfect position. Shaq, I'm assuming his job was to show on a three-point shot by Curry.
Sure.
So he did his job. Mourning was just in the right spot to tie the game up at 119. So 6.3 left. What happens here for the Magic?
You have Penny Hardaway, who can handle the basketball, especially if he is working against Muggsy Bogues. Hasn't had a real good night shooting the basketball. Penny 7 of 18, but you would have to think that the Magic will give him the ball here. And the play once again, particularly in this ball game, is to go to Shaquille first. So let's see if that is what works for the Magic. Watch who takes the ball out of bounds. A lot of time the play is called for that guy. Nick Anderson re-enters the ball game. So the Magic with Brian Shaw, Nick Anderson, Penny, Shaq, and Horace Grant.
Well, Charlotte's come to play here in the last 2 minutes, a 10-2 Hornet run. We told you they can score quickly. They have outscored the Magic 10-2 in the final 2 minutes and 20 seconds here. Now 6.3 left. A shot could win it for the Magic. We'll see what happens here. Here's Hardaway up top. You see the time left in the game. Shaq sets the screen. Penny against Chief. Penny spins, whips it out. Nick, that's good if it goes. It's short, not in time. We go to overtime.
And he did not get the ball off in time anyway, so if the shot goes, still is not good.
So we go to overtime. Thought for a moment he got it released, but the officials were right on the... 119-119, we go to overtime here for the first time in the 94-95 campaign at the Charlotte Coliseum. Mourning and O'Neal will jump the tap. Parrish was standing in the jump circle. That's just force of habit.
Yeah, he's used to being there, and with this lineup on the floor, he's in there with Zoe.
Now Parrish will come over and check Horace Grant. Magic held Bogues, Hawkins, and Burrell scoreless in the fourth quarter. For the Magic, Horace Grant failed to tally points. Missed a couple of free throws. In fact, the Magic tonight have missed 11 free throws in the game. Those have obviously proven very big as we go to the free period here. Sean Hardaway in the backcourt. Nick Anderson, the Magic third guard, playing small forward. Shaq and Horace Grant. O'Neal's spin move beats Parrish, and that trickles in for 42 points. New season high. Shaq went over 48 times last year. He's over 40 for the first time this year. And the Magic take the 2-point lead, and a foul on Horace Grant. That's his fifth.
Big call right there, because Horace Grant matched up already with a tough Alonzo Mourning. Will have to ride this last 4 minutes and 30 seconds with just one foul to use.
And they're going to go right back at him. You knew that was going to happen. Ball whipped out. Curry, illegal screen. Offensive foul on Charlotte. Robert Parrish. Wipe away the bucket. Good thing, because Curry hit it. Second on the Chief. So the Magic, the ball, a 2-point lead.
Scott Foster, a young official in the league, making some big calls in this game. Called that foul on Brian Shaw that gave Del Curry 3 free throws, and that offensive foul there.
Magic get a lucky tap there. 10 to shoot. 4 minutes to go in overtime. Curry bodies up with Penny. Not this time. Horace Grant crashes and saves, but to Del Curry.
Tough break.
Man, here's Charlotte. 5-on-2 break. Bogues rejected Anderson. And now a run out for Horace Grant. He's got Hawkins to beat, puts it on the floor, and it's out of bounds off of Charlotte. Oh, boy. Here comes Graham Lamar.
That's a lineup really that has worked very well for the Hornets when you come big. With Parrish, Mourning, and Larry Johnson, that has been a very, very effective lineup, especially on the offensive end. They lose some in quickness.
Horace takes a jumper. Not this time. Rebound, Charlotte a chance to tie. Yeah, they got Grandmama and Grandpapa. Robert Parrish on the floor. Doug Collins with that line. USA Today. It was great. Grant again against Mourning. Horace with 5 fouls. Zoe puts it on the floor. Jump hook with the left hand. Ties it again. So each team has drawn blood. Both centers have scored. The game tied at 3:26. Shaq against Parrish. Baseline move. He throws that up and in.
And once again, you heard the slap all the way over here. It wasn't the the Chief that time. It might have been Morning coming over to double up.
44. 3 minutes left. Now they go Johnson against Anderson. Morning on the floor. Gets ahead of steam up. Hook short. Rebound. Johnson in the paint. Man-sized rebound. And 3 white shirts hammer him to the wood. And he's slow getting up.
And maybe Nick Anderson will get the call here.
Yes, it is. His first foul of the night. Second team foul in overtime. Another final in. Washington's bid to go 3-0 is foiled tonight by Philadelphia, 98-97 at the Spectrum.
Boy, where did that run come from?
Yeah, they were down big in that ball game. Johnson misses a big free throw. All the other games in the fourth quarter will have finals for the Eastern games at the conclusion of our broadcast. Brian Hill, you see, mouthing power. It's no secret where the ball is going to go offensively with that set. He almost missed them both. 21 for the Hornets, Larry Johnson. 123-122. Hardaway against Curry. 10 to shoot. Penny looks for help. And now another illegal defense. Technical foul on Charlotte. That is their 6th illegal defense technical of the game.
They are so concerned with the post-up play of the Magic that has been very effective in this ball game, whether it's Hardaway, Brian Shaw, or of course Shaquille has been there all night long. Brian Shaw steps up and knocks that free throw down, so the Magic can use this to go up 4 or 5.
I think just did feather across the top.
Sure did.
124-122. 2-point Magic game, a tremendous second half comeback. Shaq against Parrish, put it on the floor. Parrish smacked him, Shaq got it back. 16, Anderson fires long range, no, long rebound, Muggsy. A chance to tie for Charlotte, or take the lead. Penny got out on Curry in a hurry. Now Anderson's got to guard Bogues. Down low, Johnson against Shaw, it's a mismatch, and he's hammered. Who got him? Shaw's there, Horace Grant got him, he's gone. So Horace Grant fouls out at 2:16 of overtime. Now a decision to make. Do you go with Anthony Abed, who has struggled tonight, or do you go with Big Tree?
Now, I think you really have to think about this, and you have to look at what's happening on the floor. The Charlotte players on, you really can't hardly afford to go small, so Abed would be an option. Donald Royal might be the guy that gets the call here. He has sat a long time, but the Magic have to go big. So Tree Rollins will get the call.
He's been sitting a long time over there, too. So the Magic match Charlotte and go big. Shaq and Tree Rollins up front. And Horace Grant, a tremendous game. 25 points, 15 rebounds, 11 for 18 from the floor. And he's disappointed at fouling out of the ball game, but he came to play and just was spectacular. Our Subway sub of the game tonight, Anthony Bowie for the Magic. He led the Magic bench. Tied Anthony Avett with 3 points. Also Brian Shaw with 3 points. But AB a spark of energy in that critical third quarter where the Magic got back in the game. AB with 4 rebounds, 7 assists as well. And Donald Royal now checks in. Tie game again. 2:15 to go in overtime. Shaq down low against Parrish. They triple team him. Royal open. So's Penny. They call Penny at the 2-minute mark. 6 to shoot. Penny splits the D, and it's right through the hands of Parrish. 4 to shoot.
Well, Parrish is going to say he didn't touch the ball, and I really don't know if he did or not. Maybe a break for the Magic. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see if it touches Robert Parrish. See, I don't think it did. He wanted it to. You got to let it go, Tree.
Knocked out of bounds with 1 to shoot. Shot clock expires. Now one official says
they got to put a second back.
They'll put 1.
I'll see if Brian uses 20-second timeout here. He might need it late, so he might pass up the opportunity here.
1 slim, slithery second left on that shot clock. 1:53 in overtime in a tie game.
See if they get it to Hardaway, and
he throws up a prayer, and it's behind the backboard. So 1:51 left. The Magic turn it over. $11 turnovers for the Magic in the game. And Charlotte now a chance to grab the lead right back. They had a huge 10-2 run in the final 2:20 of regulation to force the extra period. Now it's Johnson against Royal. Tree comes over to help. Del-J too strong. Parrish over the back. Ball loose. Hardaway claims at 1:38.
Now you need to get a good shot here. You need to make sure you come down, run your play, and get a good look at the basket. Tree on the weak side, a real key here if Shaq gets the ball down low.
He gets it. Morning bodies him up. Block and the bucket. Morning came in and shoved his chest into O'Neal, and Shaq gets the bucket. The hoop and the arm, and he'll go to the line, and Morning his 4th foul.
The real key to this play for Shaquille is he goes straight up. Now he thinks about going to the basket, but instead of going to the basket, he pulls up for the jump shot. And let's see the contact here. You see Morning lean in, proper call. Ed Rush, one of the best in the business, doesn't hesitate.
Pretty easy call. 46 now for O'Neal. And by the way, 20 rebounds.
Unbelievable. 3 block shots as well.
And a big free throw here.
Penny comes out of the stands on the floor.
They're throwing coins on the floor here in Charlotte. 2-point Magic game at 1:23. 126, 124. There are coins all over the playing surface here. Tree double teams Johnson. Morning from 18. On target, too strong. Bogues a rebound. Bullet feed Johnson. Little 8-footer. Yes, ties it up.
Muggsy with the rebound. Smallest guy on the floor makes
some of the biggest plays.
Possibly the biggest play of the game.
Ties it up again. We're under a minute again in overtime. Tree needs help. Finds Penny here. 8 to shoot. 7 to shoot. Hardaway beats 1, beats 2 in the lane. Hangs in. Hits.
Huge shot.
He creates a beauty. 18 for Hardaway. And the Magic by 2 as we're under 40 seconds. Larry Johnson has scored the last 5 Hornet points. Now Del Curry plays hide and seek with Anderson. Larry Johnson again. They double team him with Royal and Tree.
Good aggressive double team by Tree.
Morning puts it on the floor. Running hook. No rebound. Grabbed by the Chief. And now a jump ball. Royal will jump.
No,
they call a foul.
Said Donald Royal got him on the arm.
Donald Royal, the foul on Parrish.
Offensive rebounds have been the key in this ball game. We've talked so much about the offensive rebounds on the Magic end of the floor. Robert Parrish keeps it alive, and let's see if D-Rock gets him. Yes, there it is.
Well, Parrish, a couple of big free throws here. He's 5 of, check that, 6 of 9 on the year. 1 for 2 tonight. Magic will have the final shot if he ties.
Now this defensive rebound, should he miss,
huge.
Very, very big. Tree will have to get a body on Morning. Shaq will have to guard against Larry Johnson coming from the other side. But Chief has been there before. I mean, I don't think he's going to miss that one.
Magic call timeout. 128, 128. Only 22 seconds left, so Charlotte has to stop the Magic if they're going to win this game or force another overtime. Great ball game. Beautiful night for basketball in the Queen City. We'll be right back. Well, it's all down to 1 possession, Goose. 22 seconds left for the Magic. They did not have this much time in regulation. Just missed getting the shot off to win the ball game. Now you've got almost a full shot clock. What do you look for here?
I still look for Penny Hardaway to handle the basketball. The Magic will try to get the ball and bounce to him. That's a tough assignment against Bogues, but with this lineup on the floor, I think it will end up in Penny's hands. And then you go to the hole to Shaquille. Once again, if Shaq shoots the basketball, Tree Rollins becomes very, very big here because the double team will come from Alonzo Mourning. That will free up Tree Rollins to get to the offensive glass should that shot by Shaq be taken.
So here we go. Magic inbound in the front court. Larry Johnson and Muggsy Bogues harass Hardaway, and now the Magic burn a couple seconds to get it back into Penny's hands. That's the time left in overtime. Tied up 128. Watch and enjoy. Shaq sets the screen. Parrish helps out. Anderson open against Curry. Only 4 seconds left. Nick in the way. Done! 1.1 left. Anderson hits the big shot of the game with 1.1 left.
And how many times does Nick Anderson seem to come through for the Magic? Well, I think back to the game in Chicago where he banked one in from behind the three-point line. 2 or 3, maybe 4 games, Nick Anderson has either won it with a big basket or made the shot to tie the score.
And look how easily he got to the middle of the paint. I mean, nobody challenged him. He just blew by Del Curry.
Well, I think it was a little bit tougher than you might think, just simply because the double team from the outside forced the Magic to spread the floor just a little bit more than they wanted to. Now watch Hardaway here come over, and Nick Anderson has that free pad to the basket. But Penny Hardaway did a good job of keeping the offense well spread, took Muggsy Bogues out of the play. And yes, Nick Anderson does work against Del Curry. He's running it to help, running Nick Anderson to some help, and no one is there.
Wow.
Now watch Nick. Penny stays back. And by the time the help gets there, he's already to the paint. Robert Parrish had no chance of getting the block on that shot.
So Charlotte now is going to inbound with 1.1 left. As we know, that's plenty of time for their gunners.
Well, that's plenty of time. And I think, once again, you have to pay close attention to Del Curry. He would be the first option, not only because he can make the shot, because the quickness of his release. He has that ability, the strong wrist, allow him to catch it and let it go all in one motion. Tree Rollins will probably guard the guy taking the ball out of bounds. If not Tree, another big body to try to make it difficult for him to see who to throw the ball to. If that happens, Tree will need to be as big as possible.
We're at the Charlotte Coliseum in Charlotte, North Carolina. Jack Gibbons, Chip Carey with you. Great ball game tonight. We're in overtime. Orlando got a huge bucket from Nick Anderson. 1.1 seconds remain in overtime.
Tree's not in there, but the Magic will try to jam the out-of-bounds play here. And the delay of game will come. And the problem is Brian Shaw did it too quickly because no one made a move at all. So you still don't know. But the Magic will make a change defensively, get Nick Anderson out, playing a rover position.
And Charlotte wants to call timeout. They're going to reset things offensively to counter the moves the Magic want to make it defensively. (131-28) is our score. Next TV game, well, it'll be, well, an hour and a half. It'll be tomorrow. And the Magic will.
It'll be tonight in an hour and a half.
Well, it'll be past midnight, so it'll be tomorrow officially. Whatever, never mind. Magic against the Knicks, 8 o'clock. Be there tomorrow or tonight, whichever way you want to look at it. Don't forget, Saturday we're at the Spectrum. A couple of Clemson guys will get it on. Sharon Whitehorse, Grant Tree Rollins, former Tigers, and they'll battle tooth and nail at the Spectrum. Philadelphia won tonight, coming from behind big to beat Scotty Skiles and the Washington Bullets. 98-97 was that score. Okay, 1.1 left. Big crowd here rising. They don't want to see their Hornets start 0-3, but they better score, else that's what they're looking at.
Let's see if Shaq just hangs around the basket to try to knock away anything that happens going. Oh, and Robert Parrish was wide open. Larry Johnson didn't see it.
Morning, shot short, ball game over. Hornets wanted the foul.
And I thought Shaquille got him. Big break. That would have been 3 free throws.
Alan Bristow and Bill Hanslick furious with the Magic escape. 130-128, coming from 18 points behind in the first half of play, and beat the Charlotte Hornets